expect you to be anything other than who you are. They won't try to make you more like them. A good friend is someone you know you can talk a whole lot of with.
Put your feelings aside, give that wild side a try. I'm not that girl.
Sharon H here with another viewer request. How do you know when you have a genuinely good friend? Just remember, everything in this video is coming from my own perspective and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. It's no secret these days that there are way too many people willing to throw others under the bus or use them for their own gain, yeah? So this can make us once bitten, twice shy. I mean, we don't want to be skeptical, and we sure as hell don't want to be judgmental. But by those of us that are being chewed up and spat out by toxic mung beans, oh boy, we gotta be careful. Now, of course, I'm not saying that I'm the expert on friendship, but I've a pretty good clue after all these years, is trust me, I've dealt with all varieties. I think one of the first indicators you've got a friendship worth holding on to is trust. Now ask yourself, when you walk away from them, do you walk away feeling lighter? Or do you walk away with a gnawing feeling in your waters that you're potentially about to be hung out to dry? Come on, you all know what I mean, yeah? That awful, churning, sickening feeling of regretting something the moment you've confided in someone. Or have you ever had anything get back to you? Indicators, if you will, that your friend may be shady and playing you off against others. We knew definitively the second one of our friends did this or was about to do this. We'd have halted the brakes, severed ties before it even got close to going there. Thing is though, I think we always know when this shady crapola is going on. I think we just choose not to see it sometimes because we want to see good. Basically, if you've never had one reason to feel anxious or alarmed, or if you walk away feeling better because, as they say, a problem shared is a problem halved, then I'd say odds are this person is trustworthy. To me, another good indicator of someone being a good friend is familiarity. And I'm not talking about someone that's familiar with you because you've pretty much known them since kindergarten. I'm talking about that feeling of feeling like you've known someone your whole lifetime. Well, heck, potentially other lifetimes too, yeah? The comfortable familiarity where you feel at one with yourself when you're in their company. Another good way to tell, in my opinion, is when time changes nothing. Well, you know what I mean. Take the pandemic and all the lockdowns, for example. I don't know about your part of the world, but here I think it was like 2 years before I really saw my friends. And one of my closest, over 2 years. Those people, when you see them again after living life, but nothing has changed. Or even if you've just not spoken a while due to family, work, or what have you. But the moment you do connect again, it's like some magnetic force pulling you back to that place of comfort. And the effortlessness of your conversation is as if you've never skipped a beat. There's nothing bloody worse when you haven't seen someone for a while and you run into them and it's awkward as fuck. When you're searching through the realms of your brain, trying to shatter that dopey grinned all but silence. I'm not saying these are not good people or even your friend, but people I feel any semblance of strain or disconnect, I probably wouldn't place at the top of my list. What you want to aim for is when all feels natural and not forced, yeah? Another sign I believe is when someone lifts your energy as opposed to draining it. Someone who I guess you could say has similar moral code, belief system, similar energy. That's not to say you can't have differing tastes or ambitions, or you have to agree on everything. I'm also not talking about the friend that has to ring you up to find out what you're wearing so they can go twinnies with you. That's a big no from me. I'm talking about someone that for the most part your vibes will complement each other. In a sense, you're both on the same wavelength much of the time. Someone that you know so well and they know you so well that you pretty much know what each other would think or say without it being said. Someone you know you can speak to without judgment or ridicule. Or someone you don't have to put on bloody airs and graces around. A good friend will never expect you to be anything other than who you are. They won't try to make you more like them, not in how you dress or think, but exactly as you are. In saying that, you don't want a friend who will tell you exactly what you want to hear either. Of course, to some degree you want that, but they also have to be real with you. A good friend will never not pull you up if you're making an yourself. Or if you're out of line or in potential danger, just to make you happy. But a good friend also won't correct you in front of others. Trust me, don't do that. That to me is not the measure of a good friend. I mean, to me, that goes with anyone I'm close to. Correct me privately if you expect the same courtesy. A good friend is someone you know you can talk a whole lot of with. Even if they know you're talking, I'll let you talk some more. Another way to gauge if you have a good friendship, ask yourself if they're one of the first people you think of if you have exciting news or someone has upset you. I don't know about you, but if I'm coming to you with my good news, or if I just need a good rant, consider yourself someone I hold in high regard. But if I come to you and you make me feel belittled or small for confiding in you, oh, you can guarantee that you are going to take a huge fall from my friendship grace. We all need at least one person we know trusts us as much as we trust them. And if we tell them someone's hurt us, they'll empathize with us. And if we have a win, we know they'll cheer with us. But naturally, it has to go both ways. Now, I'm all for the same. If they're talking about me to you, what are they talking about you to me? But I also believe good friends we trust and trust us are exceptions to the rule. A truly good friend would never, and I mean never, do that. Even if something happened, a good friend would never destroy the sanctity of that friendship by repeating your business to others. Because odds are, one day they'd be hoping it could be repaired. The same rules do not apply in toxic friendships that apply in good friendships. One of my closest friends, we tell each other almost everything, except anything that would betray others close to us privacy. But you can bet your we are going to be discussing people that have done us wrong. But we pretty much tell each other everything about ourselves. Our f***ups, our falls, our hopes, our dreams, our fears, our dislikes. Because we know we can. One, without a smidgen of judgment. And two, because there's absolute complete trust. We also full know, and this is another indicator of a genuinely good friendship. We know that we are ride or die. Not this bullshit ride or die you see people post all over social media. Not fake, gushing, love bombing a bullshit. But genuinely having each other's back in any situation. That winter, spring, summer or fall friend that says all you've got to do is call and I'll be there. That friend you know that will drop everything if you are in need or grieving or just lost. That friend that you know you can always count on to make time for you. To be there for you to the best of their ability, even if not immediately. These are the friendships we need. And the good thing about today's technology is we can communicate and build amazing friendship without even having to leave the house. That's one of the things lockdowns taught us, was staying connected through technology. What's with these people that always have their phone in their hand? You can be texting or messaging with them and they won't answer for bloody hours. I mean, happens, but always, come on. In my opinion though, nothing spells ingenuousness than someone who claims to be close but habitually leaves your messages on scene. No response until it suits them, whenever, if ever. It's disrespectful. Strangers, acquaintances, those you can't get rid of maybe, but those close to you, no. That's form. If you're one of these people, give yourself an uppercut. Hot and cold does not wash with me. Nor does anyone that leaves you feeling like you're walking on eggshells or only relevant when it suits. Don't ever settle for being a convenient friend. A convenient anything. We are all busy. We all have our own lives to live. A good, genuine friend will never have you questioning your place in their life. You won't be flavor of the month when they can be bothered, then passed over for next month's flavor because it's richer, more popular, or makes them look cooler. Because that's certainly a common friend. Again, to hell with that. Know your worth. A good friend will know it too. A good friend will not only want the best for you, they'll bring out the best in you too. They will look up to you and you will look up to them. Neither of you will ever feel like you've got to fight for a place. A good friend will encourage you to go after everything life has to offer you. Never will they feel they have to compete either. They will see your potential and greatness, even if sometimes you do not. but they'll also steer you right if you're on the wrong path. Well, I think I could probably go on and on, yeah? But when a friend is good for you, their company, their presence will feel like coming home. They may not be blood related, but you will see them as family. Sometimes your family make you feel like you're not enough or exclude you. You'll see your friends as more than family. As humans, we have this need for acceptance, for belonging. And whilst we sure as hell do not need everybody's acceptance, it is nice to know that we have that one somebody that does just that, accepts us. Especially on the days that are going to we feel like or are being. A genuinely good friend will always think we are the Remember that. If you found value in this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Stay awesome. Now go get what's yours.
Break out of your shell.